Her body was pressed tight against a cottonwood tree, and she bled out quickly. In 2001, we shared a special place in the Upper Canyon called the Cottonwood Patch, a large swath of old-growth trees that almost seemed magical when the wind blew the cotton balls across the canyon. "Summertime snow," she would say. Her name is Kitty Blueburn, and she was separated from her husband, Big Ronnie Lawson. It's a small town, so I knew about her separation and pending divorce when I offered to pump her gas at the old 76. She stood by patiently while the old pump gulped gas into her Ford pickup. When I finished, she thanked me and asked if I'd like to see something magical. I said, of course. You see, Kitty was the cat's meow of the canyon, a classic long-legged beauty with a down-home personality. We all had a crush on her, flirted with her every chance we got until she took up with Big Ronnie. It wasn't that he was a bully. His whole family had a reputation of unpredictable behavior, like the time Ronnie Sr. walked his heifer down Main Street and shot her dead in front of the city building to protest the rising taxes on his homestead. I shrugged off my apprehension and accepted her invitation to see the magic. She shared her favorite place with me, the Cottonwood Patch, on top of Culver Hill. And it was magical. The dense section of trees kept the temperature moderate even on triple-digit days, and the floating cotton balls in the air made it feel like you were in a dream. From that day on, we met there every Tuesday to sit beneath a large tree and discuss our future together. Every now and then I would hold her hand and even peck her on her cheek, nothing more. This particular Tuesday, we met and held hands the entire time while she explained to me that Big Ronnie had accepted the divorce terms and that it would be finalized soon, at which time we can go public with our relationship. I threw my hands in the air in excitement, grabbed her, and held her tight, and she smiled and laughed with such intensity I knew heaven could hear our joy. Just as I twirled her around, I heard what appeared to be a firecracker sound simultaneously, and a mosquito whizzed by my ear. Just then I stopped twirling her, another loud firecracker sound, and I realized that someone was shooting at us. I told Kitty to get down next to the old cottonwood, and I quickly got to the ground to figure out which direction the shots were coming from. Bang, bang, bang. They kept coming. I was able to hit the ground and pull my walking pistol from my cargo pant. At that moment, I heard it, a hard metal clank. The shooter's rifle jammed. I now had him in my sight, and it was Big Ronnie. I stood and walked towards him with my revolver in hand, shaking in anger. I pointed the gun at his head and asked why, and he replied, "If I can't have her, nobody can." And I said, "Ronnie, she's with me now." And he looked at me dead in the eyes and said, "No, she's with God." I turned slowly and I saw Kitty pressed against a tree with the cottonwood seeds floating all around her. She was gone.